Actually, here in this audience, we have quite a few VCs. For example, Prof. Wong here, he also runs, he's a director of an NUS Entrepreneurship Center.
Okay.
He also one of the VCs with regards to the government scheme, right? Prof. Wong? Yeah.
Well, I think the concern of the investors is also sometimes that there is too much micromanagement by the government agency concerned. As you point out, well-meaning because it's taxpayer money, they need to account for it. But because of that, there's too much micromanagement. Sometimes we are not incentivized to really do what is the best. So, for example, there are situations in which existing investors are not encouraged to do a follow-on. Which, therefore, is actually from an industry perspective, it doesn't seem right. But from a government perspective, they may say that, okay, they want to encourage new investors to come in. But from a investor who are in the industry, and I'm an angel investor myself, active, aside from my university role, therefore, there are these sort of operational on the ground that sometimes it's very hard for us to convince. From my own experience, I find that when I deal with at a high level, the people are extremely understanding and flexible. When I talk to Ming Kian, when we first posed the idea of the business angel scheme, for example, he straight away approved that it's a good idea. But when you get down to the ground, many other conditions are imposed, and we spend a lot of time trying to convince the bureaucrats that some of these rules will not work. So I think the challenge is really not at the top, because the top people are all very clear. It's only when it gets to operational, so a lot of the time we could not get through, and that's I think is a part of the problem. I think it's both the entrepreneur and even the angel investors sometimes feel that.
Yeah, highly frustrating.
Yeah.